I, I got distracted. I was I was all ready to. It's gonna be on time. Mr. Bishy, your unused coupons are your rewards coupons. You fell for it. You fell for that marketing ploy. Hey guys, welcome in. I'm gonna continue trying to get through all these dozens of banana boxes full of crap that I have here. Fine, full of fine antique ephemera and collectible paper stuff. No, I don't put that about the coupons. That's something that whatnot does itself. Hey, junkie. Sellers have no control over that. So, if you've never been here before, which I assume most of you have, my name is Josh, and I have the website beforetimes.shop, and I'm going to try to unload a massive amount of paper here in the next couple weeks. And I'm going to just get started here real quick. This show's about dead trees. So I'm going to get started. Um, it's just a mix of stuff. You have to kind of watch. There's no rhyme or reason to it. I have a bunch of stuff in my buy now. Feel free to make offers on any of that stuff. And before I get started, I'm going to do that one first. Before I get started, give Bishy a bookmark for Saturday right there, the Suburban Bish. Um, she's having her Crafty Crime and Wheel of Bish. She plays a game, sells some craft bundles, and you can win an Amazon gift card if you win the game. And if you buy something, the buyer's givey is going to be a Nintendo Switch with a case and a game and the original box and everything. And that's Saturday night. So bookmark her show. They're not super long shows. Invest about an hour or so. Mario Kart Deluxe. Yes. So big prizes for her little show. Um, and they're fun. That's Saturday night. So give her a follow, poke on her thingy, and follow her. Oh, and the cricket maker. I keep forgetting the whatever the cricket maker is. So, and like last week, anything that doesn't sell, I'm sorting into flat rate boxes, and when I get the flat rate boxes full, I'm gonna have a flat rate sale, and there's gonna be flat rate boxes jam full of stuff. So, little black Americana greeting card, probably mid-century. Ain't no puny birthday wish. I don't know if there was something taped there, whether it was just a piece of tape, but so we're just gonna do. We doing sudden death or are we not doing sudden death? Mr. Bish. Those are bloomers. They just make it look big. All right, this really isn't paper, but it's still basically ephemera. You're gonna get that many of them. They're old drink chips, beer chips, tokens for beers and drinks. Those are running 10 seconds. You don't already have bloomers, Mr. Bishy? Thank you, Allison. We'll do a few checks. Looks like here checks or receipts from H. Honeywell and Sons, 1925 on that one. A receipt from the Boston Providence Railroad in 1883. One from the Framingham and Lowell Railroad, 1874. And there's one with a tax stamp that's dated 1871. A couple railroad ones there. And those are running on the late Victorian receipts. Thank you, Julie. Did any of you guys stay up for Jen's show last night? Probably in a coma like you were the other day. Gen 717. Anybody stay up for that till she's passed out or rated out or? All right. I'm not sure when this is from. I don't see a date, but very early and rough John Deere manual for a safety fertilizer attachment. Turn of the century, probably around then. And that is running. I woke up at, it was after one. I woke up. I fell asleep in the chair and woke up. Wow. What do we have this one? Okay. That was a good one. Um, I woke up after one and she was still going. Here's a little almanac from 1929. It's rough. And it appears to be from Sweden. That was running. 1929 Swedish almanac. Thank you, Julie. All right, I'm going to do a lot of these early 1900s photos that are in folders or in stands. Hey, butterfly. Did you both wake up or just you? I'm gonna make this lot a lot of smaller ones, not real big ones. And then we'll do a lot of big ones here in a little while. Okay. So you get those two. Keep it on. That one doesn't have a folder. Hey, Keith. Well, it sort of baby sort of looks like it has Down syndrome, or that it's just really sleepy. That one's from Toronto. And I will add one, two more. Get all those. There's a graduation one. So you get all of those that I just showed you. $2 to run them. Thanks for the follow, whoever that was. Thank you, sweet. Straight magazine from 1957. In nice condition, a little bit bent up on the corners. Nobody wants straight magazine. How about a lot of straight magazines? What do I got here? That one, that one. Pretty nice condition. Well, you better get buying, or I better get finding some interesting stuff. Yeah, it's it's straight. It's not gay. It's not bent. It's it's religious. It's look. It has a story about Paul in jail at Philippi. He probably wrote Philippians in jail in Philippi. Wrap yourself in cellophane. Kinky religious magazine, I guess. That's right. 1950s. Thank you, Brad. Okay, the next one is going to be a little lot of matches. I don't know where Bishy was modding. She was modding for Chip and Sissy the other day. There's there 6 of those. She just brings me the cash when she's done. I have a purple velvet coat that she has to stick it in my pockets. There's 3 of those. These are brand new, a very nice condition. Um, and there's an insurance advertising one, Learn Electronics, correspondence course advertising ones. So you get the whole handful. There's 3 different types of new old stock advertising matches. Those are running. No, they're up in them. She just can't stop. Now, this is a page out of an old ledger that somebody glued or pasted bill heads or invoices to, both sides of. Bass Foundry and Works up there on top from 1894, Standard Oil in the middle from 1894, Morgan and Beach Hardware, Fort Wayne, Indiana. This is from some railroad company. Hardware stores on the back, all from the 1890s. And that is running. Yes, but she likes being in control. She has the power. And she has free reign to boot people at will if she wants. Thank you, Julie. Anybody into films? Smells okay. What does that say? Can you read that? Bobby Bumps, I think, in the circus. Don't know if that's what's in there. No vinegar smell. That's from. Oh, anybody can cuss in the chat. You just can't say it means it's deteriorating. Thank you, sweet. And once that happens, I guess it's contagious. And I don't have a full scientific explanation of it, but it's not a particularly good thing, and it pretty much means it's shot. An old bank book. Still letting you play butterfly. What's in here? Ooh, bowling score. Marge was a better bowler than I am. Oh, there's a bowling scorecard. A couple of them. 1962. So, a couple bowling scorecards, three of them, I guess, in a Genesee Valley Union Trust Company bank advertising for. Uh, I don't know. You should have asked me before Swede did that. I would have lit it up. I don't know that they have any more around here. I probably have. I know it's very flammable. Oh, this is kind of neat. Kind of dirty. I'm gonna have to run this to the pound rate if anybody wants it, because it's glass and wood. Very shabby. It's wood frame. The glass is intact. It's about, say, about 8 by 10 on the frame. Oop. So that one's running on the frame. Turn of the century, maybe a little before. Where's Pick? National Bank of Corey. Almanac for 1962. Advertising almanac. And that one's running. Oh, get her in here. We'll harass her. But look, I made a box. So if you guys don't want stuff for $2 a piece, I'm gonna save the Tory stuff for Adam. And then I'm gonna take it to him and say that Pick hooked me up with it, so she gets all the credit and the hugs. What's this? This is crusty looking. Kind of crusty looking. I don't want her to miss out on any hugs that she could possibly get. I don't know what that says. Vince money? Vin's money? 1940. We're going to run it while I flip through it. It's nothing earth shattering, I don't think. Somebody's little personal ledger. Although, thank you, Bradley. Although, I don't know. That mom says she found a silver certificate in one of the cards I sold her in a lot. So maybe I had to look through every page of everything. Mechanics Illustrated magazine, 1968, pretty nice condition. You gonna have her give you a workout, Mister Bishy? That one's running. What did I get? What did I get a government name for? I don't even know. I don't even know what I got that one for. I thought maybe you were getting your physical therapy. A little bit rough. I never had a mammy. The Duncan sisters in Topsy and Eva, old sheet music with a black face, apparently a girl. And that's just what Matt Mom says. I don't know if it's true or whether she was just harassing me. She said it was in an old birthday card or something. Thank you, sweet. I don't I don't I don't want to have to open every birthday card they sell. Seems like that would be time consuming. Yeah, I gave Bishy a bunch of coins with her buttons too. But she's sending them back for you. 1942 American Red Cross member card. Whoops. All right, this is gonna be a little lot. 1920s letters in the envelopes to this woman. She's from Corey, PA. Let's save these for Adam. No, she's from Erie. They were sent. That was sent from Corey, PA. Was I talking shit about you? No, I was telling them you got rich, and then I got yelled at for giving money away. That's not really a letter. That's a red service, Red Cross, something from the military, 1943. But all these envelopes have stuff in them. They've got letters. Ooh, that's on Hotel Peabody letterhead, 1927. He wrote her a poem. But there's that whole stack, and that is running. Oh, Mr. Bishy, eggs are going to be a buck a dozen again soon. Thank you, Allison. If you guys missed my 8-track tape show last night, and judging by the number of people that were there, you did. Uh, Frank took us outside, and I co-hosted her, and she's got all sorts of animals that lay eggs. So she is well prepared for the apocalypse. Sam, the old accordion man. This is rough. Um, it doesn't have a back, but I don't think you were going to play the music anyway. It's got a Black Americana cover on it. And that's running. Kristen. Kristen's here. Everybody say hi to Kristen. A lot of no, I didn't have any requests for polka music. You have to notice, Kristen, or her self-esteem goes down. Okay, here's some sheet music. We're gonna do a little lot of sheet music. Those were black Americana ones. These are not. These are white Americana. Yeah, all white people, so much less interesting. But these ones have the backs. Annie, get your gun. Lonely Heart. Here is My Heart. And I'm guessing they're probably from what, the 30s or something. Yeah, that one's 1933. 1933 on that one. Footlight Parade by a Waterfall. So what was that? Four of them? And there's a Star Spangled Banner waving somewhere. Somebody put this one in plastic. Looks like it got wet up there, but it's preserved in plastic professionally. So I'm going to run those. If it gets a bit, I'll add more to it. If you don't want them, I'll throw them in the box. This is neat, but I don't know why anyone would want it. I think this needs to be destroyed and crafted with or something. Yes, I don't have to anymore though because I had a stockpile of them, and then Butterfly bought like thousands, two ginormous boxes of them, so I don't have to do that anymore for a while. All right, this is going to be heavy. I don't know if I'm going to do this or not, but I'm going to run it. It's pretty neat. But like I said, what do you do with it? 1967, real nice, kind of textured leather. It's got a season's greetings thing on it, and it is a desk calendar with a little Rolodex type, but it's all unused. But like I said, what do you do with it? I don't know if you cut it up or use it for something, but yeah, I usually try to stay ahead on the sleeves. That's running. Make something beautiful out of it. Thanks, Bethany. While we're on the pound rate, see if anybody's interested in a whole handful of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 penthouse forums in Real nice condition. Look at the tasteful, semi-nude woman on the front. But you get all of them. You got to admit, there's some pretty entertaining things in there. Bradley O. Oh, Swede's gonna fight you for him, Bradley O. Why I switched back to men. Thank you, Bradley O. And get that whole stack. Let me see if there's any other obviously heavy things here. Well, I'm out of pen. Oh, here's something heavy. No idea what it is. You missed sudden death. I don't know. Oh, it's restricted. This is like classified engineering stuff or something. It's from the artillery school, the Department of Gunnery. I don't know anything about it. It doesn't have a. Oh, right there. 1953. So some sort of military book on how to kill people with artillery. Whoops. Oh, that was almost tragic. But it's rough. Huge. Thick. It's running. Thank you, sweetie. Oh, Swede, do you have any shows scheduled? Here's one more for the heavier weight, and then we'll switch back. If you guys haven't checked out our Swede there, I think he's a relatively new seller. I just recently saw him selling. Um, give him a follow. So I'm going to switch back to the lightweight after this. Um, this is Misty of Chincoteague, 1961 edition. It's got the dust jacket. Apparently, it's about a horse. Pretty nice condition. Not perfect, but switch that back before I forget about it. Nice News Week from 1939. Real nice condition on that. July 3rd, 1939. And that is running. LZDMG is a seller keep. Or are you tagging somebody to follow somebody? Thank you, sweet. He says to follow whatever, however you pronounce that. Lazy BMG. I have not seen them. Are you a female him or a male that him them? This one's from July 10th, 1939. Let's just call you they. I won't remember anyway unless I see one of your shows. You're another Luke. Real nice condition on that 1939 Newsweek. What do we got here? We'll run it real quick. I'm not going to show it. You don't want it, but there it is, 1949, February 19th Newsweek. Also in nice condition. Goes in the magazine cover. All right, this is from what? Here looking at the cartoons and up to date. Uh, this is the Big Mad Book, and this was from 1976. A little bit of wear to it. I've got a I've got a framed photo hanging in the hallway here that it's like somebody from the 40s or 50s who was in the military that looks like what looked like me when I was about 20 years younger. But 1970s Mad. It's a thick one, big, thick book. Yeah, I'm trying. Thanks, Swede. And next we have it's got 1976 written inside the cover. 1962, We Love Snoopy. We love you, Snoopy. And that is running. Fells Naphtha, 1899. It's got an envelope with a letter. That's running on the Fells Naphtha letterhead, letter, and envelope from 1899. Thank you, Allison. Okay, here's another one that somebody stuck together with a paper clip. Johnson Morse Can Company, 1917. Butcher's Supply Department. Apparently, this is everything that came in this envelope. And somebody took it out. There's an advertising thing. And there's a letter on the letterhead. It's got a little kid pushing a wheelbarrow with cans in it. So all that is running. Thank you, Allison. And next is the Christian Republic, some sort of magazine or newsletter from 1908. It'll go well with your straight magazines. I don't know. It's 16 pages long, pretty nice condition. That is running. Christian Republic, 1908. A folding bathtub. Huh. Magazines. Okay, next is going to be two Rumford receipts. 1908 on that one. It's got the Rumford can. And that one's from 1900 something. Not really dated. Get both of those, and that's right. These are going to be some interesting flat rate boxes full of stuff when they're done. The story of the Dion quintuplets, or the Dion quintuplets. 1935. Got some wear to it. Oh, that would suck so bad. I mean, children are wonderful, especially five of them at one time. Anyway, 1935, decent condition. That is right. All right. That many 35 millimeter slides. Just grabbed them from one of my boxes at random. There's going to be all sorts of different states and different ages there. No idea what's on all of them. That one's a guy on a diving board. Anyway, you get the whole bag, and that is running. I think she's Mr. Bishy's stuffing her box full of stuff for their crafty crime show on Saturday that everybody should be going to. Thank you, Allison. Yeah, if you guys haven't been to one of her shows, you ought to go to that crafty crime show. Those are fun. Big prizes too. And if you don't want a Nintendo Switch, uh, your kids or grandkids, if you have young kids or grandkids, they would probably love it. It comes with Mario Kart Deluxe. Where is my box of negatives? I don't have any significant amount of negatives because I sold that one. I sold that big lot on eBay. I don't know when it was, months ago, before I moved. It was probably a mistake. Anybody interested in Cycle magazines? 1968. Yeah, I'm sure I have some around here, but my big negative box is gone. I had hoped to cash in rather than getting five to 25 bucks a time for little lots of them. That is running 1968 Cycle magazine in nice condition. $1982 Walt Disney Tron book and record. Comes with a record, and the record's actually in pretty nice condition. Not perfect. It's got a saw mark and price tag residue up there, but it's running. There's a 1982 Tron book and record. I'm not seeing a date on this. Dollies to paint, cut out, and dress. Sawfield Publishing. Separated from the binding, but I don't know whether it was ever attached to the cover. But the dollies are still there, and the clothes are still there. Somebody colored all the ones that you can color, so you can't color them. It did a halfway decent job if you're into cutting them out to use. Probably about 12 inches tall on the Sawfield paper doll book. No interest in the paper doll book. I think that's the first paper doll thing I haven't sold on here. Is there anybody here interested in some ads? Anybody sell ads, like vintage ads? You guys are quiet today. Nobody sells ads. I've seen people on here selling ads, like one at a time. Trucks and buses with a Victrola ad on the back, 1920s, and hit run, and then it doesn't sell, and they take it off, and they put another one up. So nobody's interested in ads, like bulk ads, because I've got a whole stack here, but I'm not going to run if you're not interested. Nobody's interested? Okay, we'll just toss those off to the side. There's like, I don't know, hundreds and hundreds of them. A lot of cards. I better check, make sure there's no silver certificates inside of them. I assume these are all written in. What? What'd I do now, Ohio? This she was tagging up a storm in the beginning. Little gift for baby. Lots of baby cards and birthday cards here. She probably just has it on and isn't reading the chat. She said her temperature was like 101.4 today. She's not bedridden though. I think they were playing, so. But I guess it was fluctuating pretty good yesterday. So you're going to get all those. How many ever that was? Mid-century reading cards. Those are running. Oh, Mr. Bishy stuff in her box full of Wheel of Bishy stuff, I guess. Thank you, sweet. About a small handful of really old handwritten paper. You just have a dirty mind, Ohio. I don't know what that says. but it's almost 200 years old. 1832. This one's from 1854. It's like some sort of legal agreement or document, receipt or something. And there's a letter from 1869. And that person has no handwriting skills whatsoever. It's like 1840. Don't know what that one says. And this one is, this is a will, I think. Let's see a date on it. 1829. So 1830s, the 1850s, maybe 60s. I think there's five of them there. And those are running. $2, 10 seconds. That one's almost 200 years old. 1829 on that will, I think it is. That one's 1869. That one's 1832. That one's 1840. And that one is 1854. We get the whole little stack. Thank you, Allison. Oh, more stuff for Adam if it doesn't sell. Rex Theater. It's a schedule, like a calendar schedule from 1945 in Corey, Pennsylvania. It's on pretty heavy, I don't know, cardboard stock. And there's one from 1944. And let's see, we had one more to it. 1943. Lots of age and staining to those, but sort of neat. And that is running. And you see the dates have the what movies were playing. Hitler, The Beast of Berlin. Get all three of them. The climax. Ain't you sweet? All right, here's a decent sized lot of the first day covers. I'm not going to show these in great detail. They're pretty nice. Catch all those. 50s, 60s, 70s, 60s, 70s, 1970s, 60s, 46, 48, 45, 40s, 60s. whole stack of first day covers, and that is running. Thank you, Allison. All right. How about a lot of another lot of those photos and folders? If I make it big enough, I should be able to get $2 out of it. And if I sell like 15 lots, then I can take Butterfly out for romantic dinner at Taco Bell when she gets back. So I'm going to show them and then I'll run them. Little girl reading a book. And this one's identified on the back and in the front. Nice fancy Art Nouveau cover on that one. Must be a graduation one there. You're going to get all these I show you. I'm not going to be able to stick them all there where you can see them. Another very cool Art Nouveau cover on that. And that'll be the last one. So get how many of I just showed you. And that is running. Look at sweet. Oh, there's another one down there that fell. I'll go in. Thank you, sweet. Let's see if anybody's interested in some stereo views. I just grabbed a little stack. That's the Great Union Stockyards in Chicago. That looks like a pleasant place to work or live beside. Lake Grasmere in England. A monastery in Portugal. The Matterhorn. These probably all have stories on the back of them. Those are Keystone ones. Conservatory in London. That one's tinted. And that one's from Sweden, and it must be a zoo. There's some sort of animals there, deer or something. Oh, there's a cool one. Old cemetery one that's tinted. I'm just going to run this one by itself, and we'll keep those ones out in case there's anybody that's into cemetery and funeral stuff that doesn't want the rest of them. So you're getting this one if you want it. If nobody buys it, we'll stick it in with the rest of the lot. Nice tinted stereo view of a cemetery. Thank you, Swede. Got my magnifying glass here. That's a bunch of women wading in the water and they got their dresses all pulled up. And that's from England. And there's one of those comical scenes. It's funny because she's committing domestic abuse against that guy, I guess. Must be from a series. And the last one is that tinted one. Thanks for the follow, Sarah. You get all those, all the ones I just showed you, and those are running. And a whole handful of stereo views. The one with the women and their dresses pulled up was pretty interesting. Cows. Oh, and there. Thanks, sweet. Not in perfect condition. It's got some staining on it. Looks like it got wet and it's faded. Maybe it didn't get wet. It's just, I don't know what that is. But it hasn't been punched out. Old Sherwin-Williams paint sign. It's from Corey, PA. And it's cardboard. So Sherwin-Williams cover the earth paint sign. That is running. If nobody bids, I'll stick it in Adam's box for pick to give to Adam. Christmas dinner, apparently from 1954, from the Ambassador Hotel. $7.50 per person. So a Christmas menu from 1954 from the Ambassador Hotel. And I'm going to add some vintage Christmas cards to it. Whoops. Just a mixture of estate cards. Here, there's one with there's one that you put money in. Oh, no money in that one. And I assume these are used. Little snowman. That one's dated 1954. Pretty nice condition on them. Oh, there's a Valentine's mixed in there. So this is going to be a lot of a Valentine card, and the rest are Christmas cards. Mid-century era looking. Some sort of little religious pamphlet. And there's Santa painting graffiti on or on trees. So you get the whole handful of Christmas and a Valentine, and that's running. Thank you, Allison. Okay, we're going to do some receipts and bill heads here. A whole bunch of place. There's a wholesaler in groceries that's from 1921 from Jamestown, New York. This one's a cigar company from Erie in 1922. And there's another one from the same company. You can cut one up and keep one. There's another one from Erie from a fruit seller in 1922. And there's another one from that same company. There's a variation, a different label from the same company. Schaffner Brothers in Union City, or no, Erie, PA. It's a statement to somebody in Union City. And another Schaffner Brothers. And here's a couple for Swift cigars. And that cigar store in Erie, Pennsylvania. John Walker Wholesale Paper, Erie, Pennsylvania, 1922. E.L. Smith and Company in the 20s. And this isn't a bill head, but this is some sort of receipt or something from an insurance company in 1869, it looks like. So you get the whole little handful there. And those are running. Receipts and bill heads from 1860s or 1920s. Thank you, Allison. Anybody want some checks? All right, we got four here. Um, 1916 National Bank of Corey. What I got? Like five of them here. I'm gonna run these separately. I'll make up another little lot of other checks. Um, I'll stick these in the atom box if nobody wants these ones. So 1916 on all those from Corey, Pennsylvania, and that Corey is up in the northwestern part of the state. They used to make Climax locomotives up there. So five of those, and they've got holes punched in them. Thank you, sweetie. Okay, we'll do a nice little lot of. Give me a second here. All right. Yeah, we'll do a nice little lot of checks. Give me a little bit here. Uh, Take a look around my store. Um, Later on, I'll do a sale. I'll do flash sales and see if anybody wants anything at like 50% off from my store. I usually do that when I get a raid. But if we don't get a raid, we'll do it later anyway. But give me a minute here so to put together a little mixed lot of checks. Try to come up with some different ones here. Okay. So Globe National Bank, these are from 1884. Two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine of those. Nine of the Globe National Bank from Boston, 1884. Then Frank Hardware Company, and that's from the First National Bank of Galion, Ohio in 1925. And there's six of those. And then we have unused ones. Oh, these ones are still stuck together. From the 1920s from Bel Air, Ohio. There's five of those. And then we've got Firestone Brothers from 1882. Oh, 1892. I guess I crossed out the 8. One, two. There's 4 of those Firestone Brothers. Yeah, sorry. And Clifton Manufacturing, National Park Bank from 1917 on that one. And we've got probably 6 or 7 of those. Old Colony Railroad Company, 1894. Got 2, 3, 4, 5 of those at least. And there's more Frank Hardware ones in a different style from 1915. I think there were 6 of those. And a D.B. Kurtz attorney at law with a tax stamp from looks like 1900 they have written on there. 5 or 6 of those. You get a whole pile. Lots of them, dozens of them. And that is running $2, 10 seconds. A whole handful of late Victorian and early 1900s checks. A few of them were railroad checks. Where did the railroad ones go? There's a railroad too, and the blue ones. Thank you, sweet. I think I've got some snapshots. I'll do some snapshots. What's this? Another rough children's book. We'll do that. And then we'll do some photos. Popeye and the Pirate. 1945 on that. It's hardcover. Spiral bound. Pretty nice condition on the inside. Oh, it was a pop-up animatronic book. Look, I don't know what she was supposed to do. She was supposed to do something, but she fell in the well. I don't know how many pages are like that. Oh, here's one. Get my finger underneath it. I'll probably break it picking around with it. Anyway, the cover is pretty rough. It's intact though, and it's got the plastics, whatever kind of binding that is, little spiral things. 1945, Popeye and the Pirates animated book. That is running. Thank you, beautiful granddaughter. There's a tintype. Two dudes, some props in a paper frame, and it is identified. William Phoebe or Feeney and Frank Griffin. Looks like it's probably ninth plate, maybe in there. And that is running on the tintype of the two dudes. William Feeney. Thank you, Bradley. All right, let's do a little stack of snapshots here. What's this? It's something mixed in with snapshots. Some sort of census form or something. All right, this is going to be just a little lot of snapshots. I have no idea what's here. We're going to look and see if you think they're worth $2. Little kids in a Christmas tree. Little kids secondhand smoking. That is Florence Chase Birch or something. Guy in a military outfit. Same dude in a military outfit further away. Same dude in a military uniform next to that pleasant looking woman. They're not smiling. People on a farm under a bush. Identified on that one. Ginormous guys or a tiny house. So some of these are identified. Some photo booth ones. Kid and a dog. She's smiling. Is taken in the cemetery. I guess there's a headstone there behind her. Wedding one. And a guy in overalls holding a kitty. So that's the lot. And it's running. We get all those ones I just showed you. Thank you, Flea Market Funds. 1970. Oops. These were in with the pictures. Steve Blass. He used to be the announcer for the Pirates. Sonny Jackson. I'm gonna run them. I have no idea if they're worth $2, but they're running if you want them. All of them. Somebody purchased something. Thank you. I didn't catch what it said there. Something flashed up. So I got four of these small boarded photos, and we'll make a little lot of them. That one. Agnes Watford Cockline, sister of Guy. I don't know. It says something on the back. Agnes. Hey, pick. You've missed so much stuff for Adam. Like, look what I had to do. I had to go and I had to make me an Adam box. I had to break down and do it. They didn't want 100-year-old paper from Corey, so I figured, oh, I'm not gonna I'm gonna take it to him myself. I'm gonna get all the hugs. So that one's somewhat identified or something captioned on the back. I am not a child friendly show. So you should get all four of these late Victorian or turn of the century era boarded photos. And those are running by deer. Thank you, Swede. Good deal on those. All right, we'll do one more lot of photos here and then we'll go back to something different. Okay, yeah, this is a bigger stack, but I'll flip through them pretty quick. Don't do that. Butterfly left and there went the UPS man. Feeney Homestead, 1919. Oh, where's Bishy when you need her? There's one of those creepy stuffed animals. And there's the kitty. The guy put her down. Hart Highway scenery. Waterfall on the Hart Highway. Chicks in the Snow, 1943. There's a Navy sailor in his uniform on the porch. Johnny and Mom, 1950. Some sort of monument in Salt Lake City. people identified. Chick with a wash basin and one without. Mama with the dishpan. She'd just finished doing the dishes and we called he out to the front porch. The other lady is he best friend and former neighbor, Mrs. Satterfield. We call her Aunt Jane. She has a boy on a mission in the southern states. This was taken in 1937. More kitties in the yard. Why was that clip you sent me of Kiki? Is that her own cup or is she using one of your cups? Bubba had his own toothbrush. He doesn't have one here yet because there's no counter. It's a pedestal sink here. She had a counter and toothbrush holder. And he kept climbing up and chewing on it. As soon as he climbed up onto the sink, he would chew on her toothbrush. So she had to buy those little caps you clip over the top of your toothbrush and get him his own. And she put toothpaste on his, and he would sit there and gnaw on it. So that is the lot. There's quite a few there. So that is running on all those photos. Did he climb up there? And if you hadn't put toothpaste on it for a while, he'd just look at you until you put fresh toothpaste on it for him. That's about the time I started keeping mine in the shower. I'll forget to put the cap on it. He'll be chewing on it. And I don't want that. Thank you, flea market funds. Okay, here's I've done another lot of these miscellaneous letters. Nobody wants that. For giving her tap water, like turning the tap on and letting her drink, or a wedding anniversary card. That was in this envelope. 1926. No, no, ours just get tap water. It never crossed my mind to do that. Hotel Wayne, 1924. Their little water has a filter in it, but I don't think it really does anything. But you're gonna get a nice little lot of letters in the 1920s, it looks like. And these are handwritten letters. That one's on a card. That one's written on a jeweler's receipt. Oh, this one's a money shaped one. I better open it. Make sure there's not a wad of silver certificates in it. What is in there? Grand Grand Music Festival. And there's also pretty good sized handwritten letter in there. That one's got some marbles in it, and that one's typed. Multi-page handwritten one, and a couple more. So 1920s letters, and that's running $2, 10 seconds to somebody in Erie. The red postmark. I don't know. Did I show it? That's the only one I saw that was red. Thank you, Allison. All right, now if you're where'd that go? If you're into if you just are into envelopes and not letters, do a little more just envelopes. No letters that I know of. I think these are all empty. 1931. That one's unused. It's like 1910 on that one. Whoops. Oh, that's pretty cool there. Petty Cycle Supply Company, 1922. But it's just empty. Somebody tore the end off. There's no letter in it, no bill or anything. And this is also empty. I'm not pulling that in. Way bigger. 1924, 1931, 36, 29. Secret Flowers bouquet card. 1 cent stamp on that one. That was from 1938, 1936, 1928, 1930, 1932, 33, 33. So I don't know. You're just into envelopes. That's what these are. Old envelopes. But that one's pretty neat. It's got the old bike wheel logo on it. That is running on that stack of empty envelopes. Or they felt empty. That mom can win them and tell me I put there was cash in it. Thank you, Allison. Oh, that's pretty neat. About a ninth plate tintype two couples. What is that, a Texas flag in the top there? I don't know my flags, but there's flags in the background up top there. Kind of a neat tin type. That is running. Thank you, Allison. I'm going to see if I can see a date on this. This is a falling apart. The cover fell off of it. Colton's Township map of New York. And this is probably something I shouldn't be selling on Whatnot. $18.52. So it folds up into this little book. Colton's Township map of the state of New York. It's rough though. Fell apart. Colton's Railroad and Township map. It is dated. $18.52. Let's see if I can open it without destroying it. Not in perfect condition. It's coming. There's splits in some of the folds and some staining and foxing. But pretty neat colored railroad map, township map. Now I gotta try to get it back in there. But it's big. It folds up. It's probably close to 3 feet long. Colton's Railroad and Township map, 1852, New York. But the binding is separated. Still a pretty cool little book. And that is running. Somebody had it priced at $1. Thank you, Bradley. I think that was a fantastic deal on that one, Pablo. See, everybody wants this for crafting. Hey, and if anybody ever, if any of you people craft, you people, I mean, you viewers, if you ever craft and want piano rolls, tell me. I've got piano rolls. You want me to run piano rolls for $2 or whatever? Probably piano rolls is they're kind of heavy. So very rough. I don't see a date on it, but somebody wrote looks like 1912 inside the cover. but good for crafting or something. Bright Gems Hymnal. Yeah, if you guys ever need piano rolls, just tell me and I can actually get you hymnal or piano rolls. Thank you, Ohio. Robert's Three Ring Circus, Allentown, Pennsylvania. Stained and faded envelope. It's just by itself. Oh wait, there's a Ringling and Barnum and Brothers Circus letter of some sort. Don't know that it. Don't think it went together. Thank you, Allison. This is pretty rough, but I don't know if anybody in here collects stock certificates or not. But that's Royersford Trust Company, 1903. 2,500 shares, and that is running. Thanks for the big sweet. There's a stock certificate from the Union Library and Literary Institute, Upper Mary in 1879. That's pretty rough, and it's kind of a simple one. So I think I'll make a little lot of stuff here. Souvenir of Knott's Ghost Town, 1953. It's a one smacker bill, one lousy buck. I had a Knott's Berry Farm. I'm creating a mess. The Knott's Berry Farm booklet here earlier somewhere. Anyway, it's buried. Probably mid-century, yeah, 1961 receipt there. This is gonna be a lot. Department of the Census, 1929. Birth certificate. Mount Penn Pharmacy envelope for film developing. There's the Knott's Berry Farm book. That'll go in there too. Add this family photo. And that was identified and dated around 1930. Here's an envelope from Columbia Gas. That just looks like somebody's bill envelope from 1949. There's a letter, 1966, some sort of handwritten letter inside of it. Not real old, 1975, some sort of letter and little cards with things written on it from Angelica, New York. I don't know what that is. Compass hand drawn or something on a piece of paper. There's the letter that came in the Columbia Gas envelope. Here's a what looks like, oh, these are cute. Hand drawn Valentine. I will go road, go road North Pole for you. Go to. I don't know what. And there's another hand drawn one and painted. Easter greetings. Somebody drew them to make them look like factory produced postcards. Metropolitan Hotel, 1924, with a letter inside. And this is a little bit bigger than a postcard, but it's the same deal. Somebody painted it. Kids climbing over a fence. Whoops. Business card with a gondola on it. And here's a few photos. Whoops. Oh man, I'm gonna lose it today. But the fifth time I've done that. Those were identified. Some sort of receipt. Two chicks that are somewhat identified on the back. White Horse Rapids on the Yukon River. 1950, some sort of receipt. There's an envelope with receipt and some sort of news clipping in there. Cute little birthday card with a penguin in it. Multiple pages. It ran. Oh man. Well, if you weren't paying attention, I must have hit it when I knocked the phone. So if you weren't paying attention, sorry, you missed it. Allison now owns it. I'm glad you said something, Ohio. I didn't hit it intentionally. I never would have known it. My numbers would have been all off. All right. Thank you, Allison. That one's yours. You got to be careful. Said you in Rag Show there, she had in one of her train shows, she had $100,000 item that was the train schedule. I'd like to accidentally bid on that. Oh, thank you, Allison. You didn't have to do that. You should get a tip for all it was, but uh yeah, but it ran, Chafee. I appreciate that, Allison. But you should get tip for paying attention. Apparently you and Ohio are the only ones. Chafee, when I hit my phone with my hand, it must have started it. Do I have any executive orders? Only nonsensical ones that don't really do anything. I do have a good rewards program, and I get harassed. Keith harasses me all the time. You can't use all the rewards because you get to the next level before you use them all up. But Keith says you get to keep them. Yeah, that was all one lot. Sorry. I I mean, I appreciate that she tipped me and that was nice, but yeah, I would that only sold for $4. Always pay attention. I think I hit it with my finger when I hit the phone. It must have started it. These are going to be Christmas cards. Hey, what do you get up to gold? You get 20% off. Oh, I just tore it. So these look like probably 1950s, 60s. Try not to hit. I'm being lazy. I'm leaning on my a shelf here. Oh, that one's got a letter written inside of it. It's got a puffy heart. That was the issue. She wasn't here to tell me to. I don't think I've done that before. So this is one of those ones. I think you put the bill in. All right. Anyway, we got estate Christmas cards. I'm gonna say mostly 1940s through the 60s, maybe some 70s. But you're gonna get all of those. How many of I just showed you? Can reuse them or use them for crafting or something. But they're running. These Christmas cards are running. Thank you, Allison. Okay, we're gonna do some more of these photos and folders. Can't get too many of them. in case somebody wins that doesn't want anything else. Screw me on the weight, but it'd be a nice little stack of them. That one's identified. Nice embossed folder on that. I don't want to say. This butterfly's still listening. She'll hear it too. And tables will flip everywhere. But Allison was nice and tipped me. That was nice. Very nice. I show that or did I just look at it myself? It's got rosy cheeks. Most of these folders are, well, as soon as I say that, I get to one that's the tabby's falling off. That little kid looks like his cheeks are full of something. He's got something in his hand he's playing with. Oh, it completely fell off. Shouldn't open my mouth about it being a nice condition. All right, so that's the lot. How many ever I showed, and it is running. Yeah, I don't know how quick these photos were taken back then. The ones that were taken, like in the Victorian era, they took quite a while to take the photos. So they usually tried not to hold a smile. They just tried to remain motionless. But I think by this point they could smile. Thank you, Chafee. And thank you for coming to my auction. And you got a crown now, so you can take advantage of all those coupons. And if anyone's new here, like relatively new to Whatnot, um, for the rewards program up there, you have to enter the coupon in somehow every time you want to use it. All right, there's an old change bag from a bank. Looks like it's got some foxing and, well, that might not be foxing. That might just be the fibers. It's like a cloth sack for change from a bank in Lexington, Kentucky. Naughty antique, but it's got some age to it. See if anybody wants that one. Not paper, but I guess that's considered ephemera. Thank you, Bradley. Oh, we haven't done one of these in a while. I'm gonna do a group of snapshots. Don't go crazy. Um, I'm only going to show the backs. I'm going to show them quick. And these came from the same stack that the last snapshots came from. Thanks for the follow, Chafee. That one says 1969. That one says 1927. We get. Oh crap! They're about to put these in with that last lot of photos. There they go. So you're getting all those that I just showed you. You don't get to see the fronts. What did Ohio say? Oh. And there we go. It's a secret. You get whatever's on those photos. Saw some 20s and 60s dates on them. Thank you, Ohio. All right, I'm going to do that in just a bit. Let you look at it. I'm getting quite the pile of crap over here. You mean President Musk, Ohio? Let's. I consume a lot of news and opinion hot crap on both sides while I'm working, and all that crap that he's doing with the his Doji boys. Um, I haven't heard anyone say yet that about the possibility that those guys that are harvesting the information have like that there's any possibility that they could be somehow setting it up so that they can use everybody's devices as some sort of supercomputer or or like a crypto miner. That's my theory behind it all. All right, I'm going to do this. You had a chance to look it up, and hopefully someone pays me more than $2 for it. Just pulled it out of the box. Sign of service. 1930s Rialto Sightseeing Company. I guess depending on your ethnicity, your I don't know. Would think a lot of people would not have wanted to ride that sightseeing company in the 1930s. Yeah, and I don't think by this point it was a good luck symbol anymore. So there, it's running. Rialto Sightseeing Company brochure with the map. Oh man, I shouldn't have sold it on here. Allison, if you I assume you resell, look that one up. You're not a reseller yet? Well, hang on to that and don't sell it for $2 on whatnot. Oh, that's for Adam. Stick that in Adam's box. The cheapest one that sold on Worth Point sold for $30, and the most expensive sold for 130. And there haven't been that many of them. Let's see. I don't think this one has a town on it. He's only interested in Tory stuff. So we'll try that one. Jim Rose Steakhouse, um, immaculate condition on that stock certificate. 400 shares. I don't even think this thing was folded. Doesn't even appear to be folded, and it's obviously not used. It's in Corey, Union City, and Waterford. Does it say that on it and I just missed it? Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know where this is from. I don't see it's from somewhere in Pennsylvania. But that one's running. Corey, Union City, Waterford. I'll add a BLNS stock certificate. And that is running. Thank you, Ohio. Okay, this is oh, that says Union City on it. You probably want that. But it is a wooden like postcard tomahawk, apparently. But it's bigger than a postcard. You know you love hatchets. You like all hatchets? You want to bid on it? Okay. It's got a ribbon on it. It says something about Union City on it. Non-transferable. It's got somebody's name or something written on it. But it's like wood burned, stamped into it. Valley Forge 1977 78 to 78 is what it says on it. So that is running. Thank you, Pig. All right. Next, we got a lot of, I don't know, postcards. I don't remember you want any hatchets. I thought you were just into miniature tiny ones. I guess that is miniature, sort of. All right, this is going to be a lot. These were in my hand. They're old postcards. Um, this one's a natural gas, like a bill stub from 1910. There's some 2 cent Canadian stamps, just some canceled stamps, 5 centers. There's a Duquesne Light bill stub from, it's like 1919, maybe. And then there's a whole bunch of these postcards, 1950s, 1914. Some of them are bills. That one's kind of cool. Maple Glen Coal Works. So that one, you can keep track apparently of how much coal you got. 1911 on that. That's pretty neat. Some of them are bills. Some of them have stuff written on them. Okie dokie, Bishy. And then there's some of these. They've got postage paid, but there's nothing on them. They're blank. So there's that many of those. There's a USO one, unused. There's an Armistice Day Parade, 1953, but it was never sent. 1908. Some sort of note written on it. 1948 bill of some sort. And then there's some that have stuff written on them. Advertising for stamps there. Just a newer chrome. Some blank ones with postage paid. What does it do? Let's see the postcard. So some used postcards with messages, some advertising ones. The cool one was pretty neat too. And some stamps and bills. Little lot. They are unused. Yes, you can send them. Send them to someone, and then they'll get your mailman will make them pay the postage due on it. Speaking of that, thank you, Allison. I saw in that one reseller group on Facebook the other day. Somebody got a package. I forget what they said. It was over $50, like $80 or something. The postage due was. Apparently, some seller sold something for like pound and then mailed a 50-pound package or something to them. They weren't very happy. Oh, that's happened to Butterfly repeatedly. She's bought jewelry before that they put in for like 2 ounces, and then she buys a bunch of it, and they send 4 pounds of jewelry, and it comes postage due. Okay, this is a carbon copy sheet for a driver's daily log. And it's unused. Like it's from 1962. Got a little bit of staining on the cover. And that's right. I, I I'm guessing that if it hasn't happened to you and you buy much on here, it probably will. As 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 often as it seems to happen, that people seem to note it in that on those reseller forums on Facebook. Thank you, Christy. And this happened to Butterfly. I don't know how many times. Several people just click the print labels button in their hub, print all their labels at once, and never weigh anything, never measure anything. They just and then they just stick the label on whatever package it is. All right. Well, looks like we have a small lot of foreign letters and envelopes. I probably just jinxed everybody in here. Sorry. So that's from somewhere that has writing like that. I don't know. Is that Korea? Yes, I am. I was shooting for 5 o'clock is what I was thinking. Yeah, I haven't been properly advertising it. I'm selling 8 tracks tonight if anybody is just dying to add to their 8 track collection. Well, the problem is you can't tell what I mean, once you get free shipping, if they've got it set at whatever weight and then it gets up to like a pound and it says it's free shipping for the rest of them, but they're only doing an ounce at a time, what's 16 times 5? 80. So you could buy 80 lots at an ounce and still be under the $9 free shipping. But if somebody sticks 80 lots that all weigh half a pound in a box, it's a pretty heavy box. Those are from Tokyo. So these are all empty envelopes. They were all in that one envelope, in the big one. They were all under the flap of it. And then there's a whole stack of these airmail letters. And these are dated 1960, but these are actually letters. See, they fold open, and each one has a letter inside of it. So those were all just empty foreign envelopes with stamps on them. Those are actual notes of some sort from 1960, mailed from Belfast to someone in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. There, everybody's here. If you're into records and cassettes and stuff, follow Ghost. Give him a follow. He apparently is bad at self promotion too. Those are running. So you get all those airmail letters, and the rest are just empty envelopes. There's an Amish girl in a little tiny buggy. There. She was flying it. She didn't stop at the stop sign. She just flew right through that thing. That's dangerous. Thank you, Allison. Yeah, if you like a relaxed seller, you probably enjoy his shows. I think he's having a. I don't think he's had a record show yet. I thought he said he was going to have one, the first one, but he sells cassette tapes. I think he's trying to raise money to buy his wife a herd of goats after Frank took us on that tour last night. I think she's definitely going to want some. Soon for goats or soon for records? Heroic Americans. Buy defense stamps. I think it's probably World War II era. Yeah, 1942. Buy defense bonds. Pretty nice condition. A little bit of discoloration from being in that original envelope, but that is running. What is a house cow? Oh, she was. Unfortunately, well, we can't have a house cow because we live on the top floor here, and I don't think the cow could make it up there. National Guard pants, was that what that was? No, it's just an advertising thing to buy stamps and buy war bonds. Rerun. There you go, Bat Mom, or whoever said it. Thank you, Bat Mom. That has she ever seen those ones from India, the sacred cows? What do they call them? Degus or something? They're tiny. They'd be nice house cows. Grandma and Grandpa's graves at Falconer Cemetery. We took this snap when we were east in 1950. I'm gonna try this for $2. This is kind of a neat photo. 1950 with an old truck sitting there in the cemetery. I didn't buy it. Butterfly purchased it with her Timu bucks. Uh, but she got one of those automatic litter boxes, and those things are great. Oh, yeah, that would be bad. You probably want a diaper ghost. Thank you, Swede. They yeah, even a small cow. No, not a house cow. I don't know. She hasn't told me anything about one. All right, what did I just sell? One photo. Let's do some bill heads, and then we'll do a lot of photos that I showed them to you. We'll see what's in them. Oh, yeah, I showed her. I got ads for diggers. I play that one of those word racer games or something sometimes, and there a Timu ad come up for a digger, one of those little miniature excavators. You could buy them on Timu, and now I had to show that to her. think she'd like one of those. They're still expensive. Okay, this one is from Chautauqua Brands, Wilcox, Chrissy and Company. Um, don't see a date on that one. Oh, right up there, 21. And there's another one from the same company. There's a one from the same company with a different letterhead. There's a pre-stained one from a candy company, TD Schultz and Erie. How big for the excavator? Like lawnmower size. You sit on it. It was kind of the little dozer tracks, like tank tracks, but it like a big lawnmower size. You just sit on it, and it just got like a backhoe arm on it that digs. I I think she'd probably enjoy it anyway. She wants a digger so bad. She calls them diggers. My uncle, he just lives down the road. He's got diggers. He's got big ones and little ones. He had a construction company. I'm gonna see if I could take her over sometime this summer and just let her dig. See if he'll let me just let her play in the field with it. Edwards and Company Grocers. That one's from Cleveland, Ohio, 1922. There's from Erie Wholesale Grocery Company, and that one's 1922. That's from Dawson Brothers. That's from Corey. Oh, there's another one like that. I'm going to throw the other one in Adam's box. That's from DM and Company, manufacturers of Andes clippings with chew or smoke. 1922 on that. And we'll add a Schaffner Brothers, pork and beef packers, and a Wilcox Chrissy from Jamestown from the 20s. To get that lot of billheads right there, it's running. Most of those are from around 1922. Yes. Was it people hair or thank you, Vintage Jimmy? Those are yours. And next we'll do a lot of snapshots. Yukon River. So some of these random landscapes probably, a lot of these ones probably have some sort of captions on the back. Canoe in a yard. Hey, Kentucky Pickers. Lots of identification in this stack that I pulled these from. Oh, is it running? I hit my phone again. No. like that one. Screaming baby inside a carriage, 1948. Chick sitting on a running board. That soldier's got two women. Hey, Rag. Doing a lot of snapshots here. Happy baby on there. Kids under a Christmas tree. A little kid next to a water pump in the yard, leaning on a rocking chair. Identified. In 9 minutes? No, I hope not. It was supposed to be scheduled for. It was supposed to be scheduled for 7. No, I was gonna sell till 5. That was my plan, so I could have a break and get ready for the other one. But thank you for reminding me and scaring me. Like it wouldn't matter too much. It's not like I get a 50 people in there. All right, I'm gonna run that, and I'm gonna I'll add some to it as it's running. So that's running on that stack that I just showed you, and I'm gonna add to it until the time runs out, or until I run out of photos that are sitting here. Just got them off. Thank you, Allison. More right here on top. A couple more for you. All right, we'll do one more lot of snapshots, and then what I'm gonna do is after I do this lot of snapshots, I'm gonna sit down at my computer right here beside me, and then I am going to I'll take requests for I don't know 15 minutes. If people want stuff from my store, I will run it. I'll do flash sales on take half off of anything or something like that. And I'm going to schedule a show tomorrow while you guys are looking. But I'm going to run one more lot of pictures first, Um, but I'm gonna be selling what day's tomorrow? I have to check. Today's Monday, right? Yeah, today's Tuesday. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna sell tomorrow at some point. You're gonna sell Ohio? Like actually sell? What time? 8:30. Yeah, I assume she. I've never. I don't know. Have you ever done PM Ohio? I don't know. What's that sign say? Does it say girls? It's like it might be in a boardwalk or something. That's a pretty neat one. If you're not a morning person, I'm not either. The butterfly thinks that I am because I get up early. I would prefer to not get up. I don't know. Maybe this is Coney Island or something. There's some sort of amusement park ride. Oh, these are some neat pictures. A guy and a girl, and the guy's wearing a beanie, sitting in flowers. Oh, Annie's selling tomorrow. Oh, if I sell, I'll have to compete with Annie. Oh, yeah. If I don't know who all's in here. Um, if you didn't see Dawn Cat's Dance Mom scheduled a show, so if you haven't bookmarked it, click on Dawn. I don't know what she's selling. Um, what's going on there? Is that a double exposure? Those guys don't have bodies, do they? Annoy him with a tag. I assume it's possible. I think he just gives it back to you. Like harasses about my 1% off coupons. So most of these look like they're probably from the 20s or something. All right, couple more. and we'll run it. Yeah, I can't remember, Annie, whether I was being a smartass or whether that was just a user error. I don't know why I have 1% off. That one's from 1950. Where's Keith? You like the double exposure? Was that you that said you liked them, Ohio? Okay, I'm gonna run it. That whole lot. Oops. Thank you, Allison. Oh, thank you, Allison. Um, all right. I'm gonna get off of here in a little bit, but if anybody wants to look in my store and wants like 50% off of anything, put it in the chat and I will run flash sales on this stuff. I'll do 60% off. Um, if there's anything you want, whoops, I didn't get all of them. Look in the store. There's stuff in quantity. There's seed packets and advertising stuff that I have in quantity. Look in the store and see if there's anything you want, and then we'll rate out here in a little bit. That if anybody wants anything to add to the package for 60% off, let me know and I will do it. I'll run them as a flash sale. And I'll probably be back tomorrow. I was going to schedule a show, but now I forgot tomorrow's Wednesday and I don't want to. I don't want to not be on when Annie's on. I want to make sure I'm selling the same time she is, so I can take all of our shoppers away from her. But Ohio, what time did you say what time you were going on in the morning? 8:30. So give Ohio MAGA Annie or MAGA. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. And my apologies if you're offended by my politics. You might be offended because you think I'm serious and you just lost your job at the FBI or you're a teacher scared you're going to lose your job, but it's all in the name of saving money. We need to save money in this country. We have Greenland to buy, we've got Canada to buy, and they're not just going to give us the Panama Canal. So we're either going to have to fight for it or we're going to have to purchase it. So if you lost your job, you're sacrificing for the greater good. Oh, I'm being a smart ass, Kristen. Baby in the wash basin. Oh, that's a cute one. So that's going to be running for 60% off. And that is running. Baby in the wash basin. And that's identified, I believe. So anybody else, if you see something, If you see something in the buy now you want me to run as a flash sale for 60% off, tell me and I'll run it. We're gonna do the nasturtium, nastur. There we go. 60% off, 20 seconds. There's 11 of these in stock. So if you want one, you can probably grab one. It's running. Oh yeah, yeah, I was gonna sell last Wednesday and I forgot you sell on Wednesdays. And I forgot today was Tuesday. I was gonna schedule for tomorrow. What time do you think you're gonna be on till, Annie? Your milk port? I must have missed that one. The sheet of the delivery tickets? Okay, I'm running that at 65% off. And that is running. I did it for 30 seconds. There's 21 of those available. Uh, oh, this doesn't. Yeah, it does show a picture on the phone, doesn't it? If you click down there, you can see what they are. These are pretty neat. Um, Actually, $9 is a pretty good deal on these to begin with. If you haven't seen these, click on the thing down there. These are pretty neat. They're for the milkman's delivery route. The New Yorker. And there's the November 30th Rural New Yorker magazine or newspaper, and that is running. Oh, Annie really left. I wonder, she didn't answer me. Surely she didn't think I was serious. Oh, when I see her go on tomorrow, I'll stop in and give her a mag in the chat. Super Kelsey, thank you for the raid. Everybody give Super Kelsey a follow. She sells cassette tapes and she sells storage unit stuff and jewelry, all sorts of stuff. She's branched out into all sorts of areas. If you haven't checked her out, give her a follow and bookmark one of her shows and check her out. You guys have just joined. Thanks for coming in. I'm doing, I'm just about ready to be done, but I'm doing 60% off anything in my store. If you want to put it in the chat, if you see something in my store you want 60% off, I will run it. We're going to do Christie's man with large beard, something or other. Looks like a tintype. But anything you want from the store for the next several minutes anyway, I will run it flash sale at 60% off. And thanks again, Kelsey. It's running, Christy. There you go. Thank you. Ohio serves WN4-FD. Another tin type. There you go, Ohio. Thank you. If there's anything you want, let me know in the chat. And I'm going to find somebody to rate out here too in a little bit. Um, Ohio Nurse is selling tomorrow morning. I already forgot what time she said, 8 or 8:30, something like that. Annie will be selling, I think she starts at 10. I'll probably do some 8 tracks tomorrow. I don't want to compete with Annie. And I'm going to sell again at 7 o'clock tonight, but I'm selling 8 tracks. Or if you just join me, take a look through my store. If there's anything you want at 60% off, uh, put it in the chat. Oh, these marathon women, I don't have the stamina for that sort of thing. I still didn't. Was there any? I asked earlier. Is there anybody in here that was on Jen 717 show until she ended last night? I'm just curious of what time she ended. I woke up at after 1 in the chair and went to bed, and she was still selling Eastern time anyway. Still, she started at what 3? So that's what, that's 10 hours at that point, right? Oh, she started at noon. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, her time. Yeah, I get it. All right. Any other requests for 60% off from the store? Ohio, do you have anybody you want to read to? I don't know who's on. Because she's not here to tell me what to do. Dawn, I jokingly said I was scheduling a show to compete with Annie, and she got mad and laughed. Hey, Handcraft Love. V Murray's on? Okay. All right, last chance for requests from the store. I'll probably be back. Well, Thursday I do my regular Ephemera show. So, but I don't think I have one scheduled. So it'll probably be my usual time, like 6 o'clock at night, on Thursday. Similar format. So we're gonna. Oh, you're right, Bat Mom. I went that whole show without totally offending anyone. I don't think. Well, I'm glad I got one in before it ended. Thank you guys for coming. Thanks for all your purchases. I will try to get this stuff out, everything tomorrow. Um, thanks for hanging out and buying stuff. We're gonna go see V Murray's Mercantile and see what she's selling over there. Thanks, guys.